Now, your exclusive 7-storm team forecast.
And welcome back to the show on this Saturday evening. Here's a check outside on the Sleep Tight Skycam, and we can't really see much out there because the lens is kind of fogged over, but take my word for it, it's cold out there, and we're going to see some clearing skies, and the road conditions out there too are much improved than they were 24 hours ago because of that snow. And speaking of the snow, here's a check of the snowfall amounts we picked up across the tri-state region over the past 24 hours, and you can see just a very big difference, close to a foot of snow reported in portions of Hancock County around Augusta. And you can see we go down from about 11 inches there to about 8.5 inches in Rushville, about 5.5 here at the station in Quincy, and then we kind of dwindle down here towards the south there with snowfall accumulations around 2 inches in Louisiana, Missouri. Right now at the airport, we're sitting at about 23 degrees with a wind chill of a bitterly chilly 12 degrees with that west-northwest wind blowing in at about 15 miles per hour. Here's a check of temperatures area-wide right now. We're sitting in the 20s primarily here, upper 20s down around Hannibal, and this is where we still have that cloud cover insulating the atmosphere so we don't drop off too much out towards the west where they've lost that blanket. It has fallen to about 18 degrees at this hour in Kirksville and up towards the north also around Fort Madison. And you can see this area of very chilly air, Arctic air centered up around Canada, now beginning to fall down to the south here, and that fringe of that cold air will impact the tri-state region as we head through the day tomorrow, and we will see somewhat of a warm-up as we head through the day on Sunday. We'll talk about that on Monday, rather. We'll talk about that here in a moment, but here's a check of the satellite radar imagery. You can see a little break in the cloud cover right there across northern Missouri. That's what's allowed those temperatures to drop around Kirksville at this hour. We'll pan the radar back over here towards the eastern sea border, and this is where we have seen that snow that has impacted us last night, now centered across portions of New York State and the state of Pennsylvania at this hour. So that has since pushed well off towards our east and will no longer be a nuisance for us, but to our friends and relatives out towards the east coast. So tonight, bitterly cold, 10 degrees. Decreasing clouds out there, a northwest wind at around 10 miles per hour, and as we head through the day tomorrow, we'll warm up towards around 23 degrees. Still going to be very, very chilly out there, and we will see those winds out of the west at about 5 to 10 miles per hour. And as we head through the day on your Monday, we'll see temperatures in the 30s on your Illinois Signal 7-day forecast. We'll see temperatures warm up close to 45 degrees by the time Thursday rolls around. Much warmer air coming in as those winds shift southerly and bring in those warmer temperatures, Stephen, and we will see the chance of a rain-snow mix as we head through the overnight hours on Thursday as a cold front pushes through and ushers in much cooler temperatures. So I think we could see something, well, it's a little too far out to tell right now exactly what this system's going to do later this week, but you know, last weekend when we talked on Sunday, it was we had this same kind of pattern setting up, and we could see some more wintry precip as we head through the latter part of this week, getting into next weekend.
I'm not happy.
I know. I don't think very many people are happy when we have those road conditions as bad as they were, and so many accidents out there. So play it very safe as you're heading out and about in those winter weather conditions.
All right. Thanks, Jeremy.